Hey folks, it's Kat.Beanie and welcome back to another Christmas themed episode. So this month I am giving you the gift of me every single day. You're welcome. And if you don't like me every single day, then you're watching the wrong channel, folks. So last time, if you've not been here before, we were making the inside of the snowman. Now this is the kitchen-ish area. I am not very good at internal decorating. You should see the state of my house. Right, this is the, let's say, a living room area, family room, whatever you call it. Library, clearly. Up we go. Bedroom, this is my favourite one. So pink, it's so pink. And storage. That's definitely how you say that. I'm Scottish, I know these things. There are things that I know, and that is one of them. Can I just fall down there? There we go. So, today I kind of wanted to make a little house. Like, I kind of had in my mind of making like a candy cane house, but I think it's going to have to be like a wooden log house, and I want like a really cool fireplace in it, but I don't have many ideas for that. As you can see, it says Merry Xmas Izzy, because this will be for my oldest child, and she will get probably on Christmas Eve, just so she can play it a bit, because on Christmas she's going to be super busy. There is a hole down here that leads to another portal which takes her back to spawn, or really I should say from spawn to this bit. So, and I will be putting it in survival before I give it to her. So this area, the whole Christmas area, really needs to be mob proofied. Like our snowman. I love this snowman. Hello. What should we call the snowman? Like, please put your suggestions for the snowman's name in the comments. This is coming out on the 8th of December. I need to make sure that I'm actually recording it this time. Yes, I am. Yeah, this is coming out on the 8th of December, so I will pick a winner on the 8th of December. But I am trying to get all the Christmas episodes recorded in November before Xmas starts. Not that I will be doing Xmas personally myself. I need to make the outer walls bigger, so I'm going to need some smooth quartz. But I will be moderating Toy Cat's Xmas streams, so I am going to be super busy in December doing that. Therefore, I need to get all my own crap done before December. You get me? You catch me? You see where I'm going with this? You do. And this is your friendly reminder to like and subscribe if the little rainbow thing hasn't came up already and told you to do so. Because I can't remember when I'm editing at what point I tell you to do that. Yeah. We're having some festive content. Does anybody like watching cheesy Christmas movies? Like, I watched one today. It was theoretically absolutely awful. I mean, it was bad, and yet I still wanted to know what happened to that damn coin that bookkeeper found and had to return to the family, and then just so happens to fall in love with the handy guy next door who's fixing the church or something, and yada yada yada. And then it's all got that obvious plot twist in the middle where, oh, she accuses him of stealing this really valuable coin because he's got money worries, and oh, he's like, the audacity, I would never touch a thing, blah 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 blah, and then they inevitably, make up, and then at the end they fall in love and live happily ever after. That sort of garbage. The one where like you could basically plot out the entire story from the opening credits. Anyone else watch that crap, or was it just me? To be fair to me, my husband and my youngest were asleep at the time, and I had nothing else to do. Although I could have been doing something, I could have been making shorts, I could have, as in short Minecraft videos, not actually, designing and making some shorts as a clothing thing, because I no longer have a sewing machine. I gave it away because I don't do that crap. I can knit and I can crochet and I can do photography to a okay extent, and make Minecraft videos and edit them very poorly, but that's the extent of my capabilities. I can parent the crap out of autistic kids, and I can, hoard a bunch of 33 to 5-year-olds together in one room and keep them entertained for like 6 to 7 hours a day, but apart from that, I cannot sew. Unless it's with like an actual needle and thread. Sewing machine contraptions are the devil. Bloody Martha Stewart. Anyway. I wonder how many Nigella lost Nigel, what's her name? The one with the coke habit that does the cooking stuff. Anyway, better not say anymore before I get sued. Try and sue me. I ain't got no money. Okie dokie. I don't think you're allowed to say that on the internet. Anyway, and moving on. So we've got our candy cane flooring. We got a snowman. We got a Christmas tree. I want like a log cabin, because I do have I don't know if anyone's ever seen the candy texture pack. I do own that. I was thinking about seeing what this would look like in the candy texture pack, but I hate using it to like build, or like I hate anything that's not basically the generic Minecraft stuff. Like the pickaxes look weird, blocks are not what you expect them to be. My mind just doesn't like it, and my brain works best with the plastic texture pack. If you wonder why my videos look weird, it is because I use the plastic texture pack, and yeah, that's why. For some reason I have, well, not for, like, I have motion sickness. And for whatever reason, the plastic texture pack just seems to help. The view bobbing also needs to be turned off. We had a bit of a scary situation today. Like, my son has had a cough for about a month. It's not COVID. We tested him. So my husband took him to the GP the first time, which is general practitioner here in the UK. It's just your basic doctor. I think if you're in the US, you'd probably just take them to the pediatrician. So we went to the doctor. My son does have a pediatrician, but typically you would only see a pediatrician in the UK for something more severe than like a cough, like for his autism assessments and diagnosis and stuff like that. He would go to the pediatrician. So GP several weeks ago, his chest was clear, didn't have a temperature, everything was normal apart from this cough, which wouldn't shift. It had already been about 10 days and it wouldn't go away. So the doctor gave him antibiotics on the off chance that it was a chest infection, but so most likely it's viral. Okay, grand. Give him the antibiotics, he starts to get better, the course of antibiotics ends and he starts to get worse again. So he was sick at school yesterday, so I went to pick him up, brought him home, called the GP this morning, like, right, bring him straight down. And I mean, like, we all had our shoes and stuff on ready to go out shopping, and they're like bring him down now. So I had to take him. Thankfully, it's just like a couple of minutes walk down the road. My husband took the car to go shopping, so we thought we'd divide and conquer. Uh, right, we need to get this wall at least as big as the snowman. So we thought, right, you go do the shopping, I'll take him to the doctor's, and then we have to hit two different shops when we go shopping because one of them doesn't do my dairy and gluten-free foods, but it's cheaper for the right. It's like we shop in Aldi for the general food shop, and then we go to Sainsbury's here in Scots of Land for the dairy and gluten-free free-from stuff. So he took the car to Aldi's. I took the wee man and the baby down to the doctor's today, and the plan was to meet back at home and then go down to Sainsbury's together because they're two different areas. So I get down to the doctor's surgery. He puts the thing on his finger to check his O2 levels, checks his chest, does his temperature. His temperature's high, his O2 sats were down, his heart rate was tachycardic, and yeah, so it was not fun time. So he's like, right, I'm writing you a letter, take this down to the hospital and get him checked out. So I had to phone the husband, like, you have to come home immediately, we need to go to the hospital. And like, we only have one car between us, thankfully we both drive. So he comes, picks us up from the GP surgery, we stop off at the house, grab some stuff for the little one that we think we'll need if we're going to be there for a few hours just in case. Down to the hospital. We got seen really fast, to be honest. They were definitely on the ball. I don't think we were even waiting half an hour before he got seen by a doctor. So we go in, register at the desk, sit down, get taken into triage, and then immediately get taken through to immediate care. We did have to wait a couple of minutes for them to clean our room, but you know, it's like a children's hospital. We weren't upset about it or anything. They are very busy people, especially at this time of year. And obviously they probably had concerns about COVID, and because he had a cough, despite us reassuring them that it wasn't COVID. And now he's on another longer course of antibiotics because he's got pneumonia. So that was not a fun experience. But he seems to be okay despite that. He's off his food a bit, but yeah. It's always worrying when your kid is really ill and like you can't really do anything to help them apart from like give them some medication that they really don't want to take, and you know, cause like we have a decent thermometer in the house, but to us he didn't feel hot or anything enough to take his temperature. We also have an O2 monitor in the house, and it checks your heart rate as well. But we didn't think to do that either because of his autism. He has a very high pain threshold, and he is more tolerant to things that would knock anyone else on their ass. So like if I had pneumonia, or obviously one of my still living grandparents had pneumonia, you know, it could potentially end them, and like knock me for six, and he's still carrying on as if, you know, everything's normal and shiny and right with the world. So it's difficult to tell when he's really, really ill. And I'd hate to think of him at the point where he had to stay in hospital, because then you know crap has hit the fan. So after we went to the hospital, we did take him to the shop, got him a toy, and took him to McDonald's because he has had a rough day. But he dealt with it like a champ. Like, he didn't complain. Um, he didn't get overstimulated. He didn't have any meltdowns. He let the doctors look in his ears and look in his chest, and let the student also listen to his chest. And he wasn't really happy about, if you've had kids in hospital, they have a little plaster thing that goes around their finger to monitor their heart rate and stuff. He kept wanting that off. He wasn't too thrilled about that, but apart from that, he was a champ. So quite happy that hopefully this course of antibiotics knocks it on the head and he starts to feel better, because he was meant to do swimming with the school this week. He was meant to start swimming and he's supposed to do it every week up until March, and obviously this week and next week we've said absolutely not, because we just need to evaluate how he's doing. Obviously this week, definitely, absolutely not. That's not even a question. There's no way you're taking my kid swimming in the ass end of autumn, coming into winter when he's got pneumonia. I'm pretty sure I'd get slapped with a child endangerment thing from social services if I agreed to that. Not to mention what would happen to the school. But it has been a little bit of a stressful day, and I actually it impacted me getting to the Toy Cat stream earlier to moderate. And when I did get there, like, someone was spamming the same thing over and over and over again, because they had a bet on with their sister that if he didn't say this word, that the kid couldn't watch him ever again. So very generously someone tipped the stream, and he did say the word. So I think the kid has won his bet with his sister. But don't bet stupid stuff like that. That's just, bet something like non-serious, like shaving your eyebrow. Or like drawing a mustache on your face with Sharpie. Although the rule of thumb, if you've ever been a teenager in Scotland in the 90s, if you fell asleep at a house party first, if you were the first person to fall asleep at a house party, you were fair game. If you got pranked, that was on you. We're talking hands in bowls of cold water, shaved eyebrows, Sharpie mustaches, everything. My biological idiot used to take my two youngest brothers on holiday once every year, and obviously at a certain point I outgrew going with them, so I stayed in the house, and every year I would throw a house party. I mean, the house was clean and tidy for him coming back. He never knew any the wiser. So every year while he was gone, I threw a house party. And one year I ended up waking up underneath my living room table. Well, like dining table. I was so wasted. So drunk. But I was a teenager and I had a free house. That's what you did. But that's what you did in my time back in the day when I was young. To be young and not have hangovers was good times. Nowadays I can't even drink alcohol without some detrimental side effects. I do joke a lot about drinking. Like I was earlier in chat, I was joking about how I'm gonna need some gin to get through the impending immense live stream that's incoming that I'm gonna moderate, and but I only really allow myself to have a drink at Christmas and New Year's. Like that whole holiday, basically December. I get to drink in December. Uh, because of my stomach issues, I would not tolerate it very well for much longer periods of time. Right, I think this, yeah, it's like a decent size amount over the snowman now. I kind of want to make a Santa sitting on his ass as well, but I think that's going to have to be another episode. I want standing up candy canes too, but I don't know how to make them. I might do them like above here, like as a decoration, but because obviously the game's so blocky, I'm trying to figure out how I would sort of, you know, you want to do it like a candy cane like up here, and then maybe I don't know, like that. No, that doesn't. And then maybe like that. But again, it'd have to be like 3 width maybe, and then obviously be the candy cane colours like red and white. That also looks like really long as well. I just don't know how to shape the head. That sounded really really weird. And this is how you shape your is that more? That kind of looks more candy cane shaped, although I feel like this just bit shouldn't be there and it should just be like a cane. There, yeah, there you go. So now I just need to do like a bunch of those. Like all the way over here. And then I need to figure out what to do with these walls as well. So I need to go away and like Google some Christmas things. Because I want a little fat Santa sitting on his ass. And then I want to make like a big black sack of presents. I don't know why I felt the need to clarify that. Santa sitting on his ass, but no, don't say that. Do not say that on the internet. Yeah, so anyway, and there's just this random guy walking around ruining my aesthetic. Right, so thanks for watching, guys. Please remember to like and subscribe, and I will catch you in the next one. And you got to deal with this Christmas crap for the rest of the month, so have fun with that. Goodbye. Cheerio. See you later. Au revoir.